Imagine spending $5 billion to build the most advanced stadium on Earth, only to realize you built it in the one place where the roof doesn't work and the field might actually be illegal for the biggest game in the world. This isn't just bad luck. It's a masterclass in how to waste money while trying to show off. We are talking about SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. On paper, it is an engineering miracle. It's the most expensive sports venue ever built. It has a massive translucent roof, a 120-yard-long video screen that weighs as much as a jumbo jet, and it sits on a fault line. But beneath the shiny exterior and the luxury suites, there is a massive problem brewing. This stadium was supposed to be the crown jewel of the 2026 World Cup, the venue that would host the final match and show the world what American engineering can do. Instead, officials are scrambling, architects are sweating, and FIFA is not happy. Why? Because for all its money and technology, SoFi Stadium has a critical flaw that might force them to rip up the corners of the building just to fit a soccer field inside. Let's dig into how the most expensive stadium in history became an engineering nightmare. To understand why this is a nightmare, you have to look at what they were trying to build. Stan Kroenke, the owner of the Los Angeles Rams, didn't just want a football stadium. He wanted an entertainment district. He wanted a roof that wasn't really a roof. The design calls for a massive canopy that covers the stadium but is open on the sides. The idea was to have that nice California breeze flow through while keeping the sun off the fans. It sounds perfect, right? Well, not exactly. The canopy is made of a material called ETFE. It's a super strong plastic that lets in light but blocks heat. The problem is, it doesn't block enough heat. During early games, fans in the upper decks were practically baking. It got so hot that people were passing out. The natural breeze they counted on just wasn't moving the air fast enough to cool down 70,000 people. They spent billions on a roof to keep people comfortable and ended up creating a greenhouse. But the heat is just an annoyance compared to the real disaster: the field itself. When you build an NFL stadium, you build it for American football. That field is 53.3 yards wide. A FIFA regulation soccer pitch for a World Cup final needs to be about 75 yards wide. You can do the math. The stadium is too narrow. You might think, just remove some seats. It's not that simple. The luxury suites, the places where the billionaires sit, are built incredibly low to the field at SoFi. They are basically right on top of the action. This is great for selling expensive tickets to NFL games, but it's a disaster for soccer. To widen the field enough for FIFA standards, they can't just move a few chairs. They literally have to demolish parts of the lower concrete bowl. We are talking about jackhammering concrete and removing infrastructure in a building that is practically brand new. Estimates suggest they might have to raise the playing surface several feet just to widen it, which messes up the sight lines for those expensive front row seats. It is a logistical headache that nobody seemed to plan for, even though they knew the World Cup was coming. Then there is the infinity screen. It is an engineering marvel, a dual-sided oval screen that hangs from the roof. It is stunning. But here is the catch. If you raise the field level to make the pitch wider, that massive screen suddenly gets a lot closer to the players. In American football, the ball rarely goes higher than the screen's clearance. In soccer, goalkeepers punt the ball high into the air constantly. There is a genuine worry that a goalkeeper could kick the ball right into the $40 million TV. It sounds funny, but it's a serious design flaw. If the ball hits the scoreboard during a World Cup final, it stops the game. It ruins the flow. It turns the pinnacle of sports into a joke. If the heat, the narrow field, and the low-hanging screen weren't enough, let's talk about the ground beneath their feet. SoFi Stadium is built in Inglewood, California. Do you know what else is in California? Earthquakes. The stadium sits very close to the Newport-Inglewood Fault. To handle this, the engineers did something incredible but terrifying. They didn't just bolt the stadium to the ground. They built a seismic moat. The entire roof structure is actually separate from the stadium bowl. The roof stands on giant columns that are sitting on massive isolators. In a big earthquake, the ground can move, and the roof can slide around independently of the seats. It's brilliant engineering, but it adds a layer of complexity to any renovation. You can't just start knocking down walls or changing the weight distribution of the stands without recalculating how the whole building reacts during a tremor. Every change they make to fix the soccer field problem risks messing with the delicate seismic balance of the structure. So, we have a stadium that cost $5 billion. Now, they have to spend millions more to modify it for the World Cup. And here is the kicker. Because of these issues, FIFA decided SoFi Stadium wouldn't host the final match. That honor went to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. Think about that. The most expensive, high-tech, futuristic stadium in the world lost the biggest game on the planet to a standard open-air concrete bowl in New Jersey that cost a fraction of the price. And the embarrassment doesn't stop there. We recently saw the LA Bowl, the stadium's signature college football game, get canceled after just 5 seasons. This was supposed to be a new holiday tradition, a way to permanently showcase the venue on the national stage. Instead, its cancellation is a glaring proof of failure. When a $5 billion world-class venue cannot even sustain its own namesake bowl game for a single decade, you have to wonder, is this stadium a viable business or just the world's most expensive vanity project? Los Angeles will still get games, but they lost the crown jewel. The developers spent all that money chasing perfection and ignored the basic requirements of the event they wanted to host. It's a classic case of form over function. They wanted it to look cool. They wanted it to feel luxurious. They wanted the biggest screen and the fanciest roof. But they forgot that a stadium is, first and foremost, a place to play sports. If you can't fit the field, the rest doesn't matter. SoFi Stadium will be fine in the long run. It's a cash cow for the NFL and huge concerts like Taylor Swift. But as an engineering project, it serves as a massive warning sign. Just because you have an unlimited budget doesn't mean you have a good plan. Complexity is not the same thing as quality. They are currently working on the renovations. They are ripping out corners and figuring out how to squeeze that soccer pitch in. It will work, eventually. But every time you see a game there, just remember, underneath that glamour is a frantic construction crew trying to fix a mistake that should have been caught on day one. Now we want to hear from you. If you had $5 billion to build the ultimate stadium, what would you do differently? Drop your answer in the comments below. But SoFi is already built. The real question is, what's next? The world of engineering is vast, so we've lined up 2 more incredible feats for you to explore. Click either of the videos on your screen, and let's see which engineering marvel impresses you more.